Hey friends, let's do some Q&A. Alright, let's see here. Alfred, what's a typical Dickie drummer breakfast? It depends, man. If I'm on tour with the guys, it depends where we are. If we're like in the UK, like Eddie and Ben and I will go for a typical English breakfast, like with, for me, minus the sausage. I'm not really that down with the UK sausage. It doesn't taste bad in my opinion. It just tastes like stuffing, and I'm not one to have stuffing for breakfast so much. Like that's not what my palate is wanting. But it's so down for the eggs, the beans, and the potatoes, and the thick sliced bacon. It's kind of like ham. I love it. A little bit of coffee, some water, orange juice, or whatever. At home, if I'm not going to work, I don't know, man. That varies. It kind of depends on, you know, I kind of rely on what my 6-year-old is in the mood for, and then we'll try and figure out what to do with that. Sometimes I force her to have oatmeal, and I'll put some honey in it or whatever, and she's okay with that sometimes. Going to work, that's different, man. That's on the go. So sometimes breakfast is just, oh, let me get this little, there we go, one of those June bug things. Yeah, on the go, it might just be just coffee for breakfast, or it might be like coffee and some awful unhealthy Nature Valley, you know, granola bar with chocolate in it or whatever. I mean, I'm not really knocking it, it's not a healthy breakfast. But right now, since like the wife and daughter are out of state, out of town, and I kind of like, you know, I'm not so much in a rush in the morning, I've been trying to eat healthy, man. I've been trying to do like, I'll put my protein powder in my coffee and like blend it in the NutriBullet, and it's pretty good. I don't know if people in the UK know what a NutriBullet is. Basically like a high-speed blender, like a strong blender kind of thing. And it tastes like a nitro brew from like a coffee shop. It's pretty good. It's an interesting taste. But anyway, I'll do that and like a piece of cheese or something like that, or I don't know. Or I'll, like a couple times I've made an egg and bacon burrito, which is it's all right for you, you know, in the morning. And I know this question, this answer is taking way too long. Sorry. All right. I didn't want to like put it out on Instagram and Facebook, then it'd be a big mess. Like last time was kind of a big mess for me. All right. So next one is from Derek Scott. Favorite NFL team? Honestly, man, I don't dig on like having favorite teams. I'm not even that big of a sports guy. So I think having, I mean, I don't have that much of an opinion on people having teams. I just don't like having a team. I don't like being like a cheerleader for anything so much, really. But I'm an LA native, and I was born in the 80s, so if I had to choose one, I'd say Raiders. Raiders, let's see. Raiders, vato. What's up, dude? Nah, but I don't have a favorite. All right, next one. From Thomas Goswitz. What is your favorite horror movie? And that, dude, that's so tough, man. Because I love horror movies. But maybe, let's see, maybe I can choose one for like the time being. What my favorite one is. The past couple years, it's been Hereditary. And I know that like that one, people are hot and cold on it. There's not many people that are in between saying it's okay. They either hate it or they really, really like it like I do. And let me explain why. I mean, I don't need to explain myself, but I want people to like, people that are opposed to my opinion, I want them to know why. I want to shove it down your throat. So, so the reason why I love that movie and why it actually creeped me out a little bit is not from the like phenomenon that's going on in the movie itself. Some of the scenes, like physically, some of the scenes are cool, but what creeped me out, why it's stuck in my brain was, without spoiling the movie, is there's people out there in the world for real, like in that movie, that believe something so deeply and are so obsessed with certain beliefs as a group, that they will do almost anything to fulfill and to appease that belief. And in the case of Hereditary, the belief is satanic, but there's many more other beliefs than just Satanism and believing in, you know, demonic entities that'll make you do things that are not cool. So that's what creeped me out about the movie. There's real people out like that in the world that'll believe things to the end of the earth, and they'll do whatever it takes to fulfill, you know, a prophecy or a belief. So anyway, next question. Tony is asking, can you play 1945 like Derek O'Brien? You know, I'll say it like this, I guess. I'm really good at like listening very closely and deeply, and I have like a thing to where I almost have to learn a song like by every single stroke. So I guess in that sense, I could say I can learn every stroke that you know, Derek did on the recording, but Derek is Derek, so I could do it stroke by stroke and play it exactly like that on the recording, but it still wouldn't be quite like Derek O'Brien, because Derek O'Brien has his own feel and soul to it, and my soul and my feel is going to be a little different. So technically no, but kind of yeah, but no. So Michael Volts is asking, who has a faster foot, Lucky, which is from Circle Jerks, or Byron from Pennywise? And I don't have that answer, man. They're both super fast. You're gonna have to take it up with them, dude, not me. So from Philip Charming Fair, he's asking, what's your favorite snare that you own? I'm not a big drum collector. I don't have like I don't have room, first of all, for a whole bunch of drums. But I have two snares, and I'm lucky that both of them are super rad, man. One is an oak hybrid. It's like a oak, I think, mixed with maple somehow, and it's a Yamaha one. That one's really, really good. I guess what I can say is I personally much prefer wood snares over steel and metal snares, and that's just me, because I'm not like that great at tuning. So even if I tune a wood snare kind of messed up, it somehow ends up sounding really nice and rich anyway. So I get lucky with drum tones and sounds on wood snares. I have a Maple Tour Custom Yamaha, which is also really, really great. I use that mostly for live. I get a lot of compliments on that too. So those two, Yamaha, Maple, and Oak Hybrid. Awesome. Let's see. That's not a question. That's not a question. Okay, so one from Ron White. What has been your all-time favorite gig you've played, and with whom were you playing? Which opens the door for asking, what was the most awkward gig you've ever played? So, my favorite gig, that's super hard to say, man, because like I'll have favorite gigs for different reasons. So I never, like, in my mind stack one up at the top of the list for myself. But I have one in my memory that sticks out to me in the moment that I mentioned before to other people when they ask. So maybe it is really the number one memory. It was a gig I played with Jambi when I was maybe like 20 years old, and we played a bar called Goodfellas in Rancho Cucamonga. That's over here in SoCal. And maybe one person showed up. There was 3 people in the bar. Manager, the bartender, and like some dude drinking, you know. He was an innocent bystander of our gig. And that was like a huge bummer at first, like right before we started. But we all like set up, and in our minds we're thinking, oh, maybe people will show up as we're setting up when it's time to play. People know, our friends and fans know what time we're on, you know what I mean? So we set up, and we're kind of looking around, we're ready, and I'm sitting on the throne on the drums, and I'm looking around, it's like, there's nobody nobody here. And then we kind of like look at each other, and we're kind of like, I could just see it in the rest of the guys' eyes, and in me too, like mentally we were just kind of looking at each other going, it, dude, let's just play like we're in a stadium. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. So that ended up being like the funnest show I've ever played, and it was in front of a stranger and a bartender and a bar manager. As far as my most awkward gig, I was playing in a cover band when I was going to MI, and we got a gig somewhere in North Hollywood or something, like on Lancashire, or I don't know, something like that. And we played like 90s B-sides, and it was cool. Like, we played loud, and I played like all out, and then we played, like, the gig was at some restaurant, like in a certain little time frame, and we set up in the corner on the floor, and like, it was not the right place to have. I guess I would say this: we weren't the right band to book at that place. It was like fancy, and people there were not there for entertainment, and like loud, you know, 20-year-olds or whatever, however old we were, playing loud, you know, Nirvana B-sides, and it was really weird. I was trying to play soft, and that just didn't work out, man. It was really weird. There's probably more awkward gigs that I can think of. I can't right now. Okay, from Chris Braun. Question: will Leonard Graves Phillips finish this bloody book so you can come over for a proper roast dinner? So Chris is from the UK, and my answer is no. He will not. He will not finish the book. I'm kidding. I think he's almost done. As far like the last time him and I spoke, he's like done writing it, and you know, there's a process. A lot of people, you know, you guys know, there's like a process to having a book done and published, and there's proofreading, and there's all kinds of stuff that goes into, you know, after you're done writing it. So pretty sure he's almost done. So we'll see you soon, man. Yeah, that's it. I think, yeah, that's it. No more questions. So I'll just say goodbye, I guess.
Okay. Oh yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
You got that.
Alright, that's it. That's all you guys asked me. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys asking questions, and stuff like this helps me keep my video channel alive. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and check out the rest of the videos, and I will see you guys soon on the stage or on the channel. See you guys later. Be safe, and have fun out there. Don't die. All right.